Oh my god.
Fuck's that, man?
Fucking hell, the snake. Look at the boot, Foster's. Nice.
Oh, that's it.
That's amazing.
Anyone want a drink?
In your head.
Fucking hell.
Doesn't sound very good.
No.
Oh shit, we're just gonna pause that. APMA! How we doing?
Halloween special!
It's very Halloweeny. If you listen to the audio, you're not going to have a clue, but we're going to describe what we're wearing. But also the room. Gone
Look
to
at
town on the room. How spooky is this? We're actually filming at night in a cemetery with 2 moons. That is actually insane.
It's a bit chilly.
It's very fucking cold. We're on set here in Transylvania or something like that. But shall we begin with our costumes? I'll start. I can't see shit. I am, of course, the Grim Reaper. Look at my fingers. They're like little tickly bits at the end. Very long. Lozzie, what's going on there, mate?
Not a lot, mate.
What the fuck are you...
I don't even know if I'm near the mic because I can see fuck all.
You are indeed.
I just caught the mic. I am an alien, but there's a bit of a backstory.
Right, okay.
As you can see, I'm wearing a NASA shirt.
Right.
I'm a lost at space astronaut who has developed into an alien.
I like it.
There you go.
Good.
I love a
Backstory as well.
backstory,
I
mate.
like that backstory.
That is a great backstory.
That's it.
Jimmy, what's going on there, mate?
I'm an Australian ghost.
Nailed that. Absolutely nailed it.
Yeah. You know.
How did
I'm
you
just-
die, mate?
Just in the desert. Yeah, mate. Going across the outback, and I just ran out of Fosters, and I fucking couldn't.
Dehydration, mate.
Dehydration. Didn't have the Fosters, and I mean, a lot of ghosts. They are a lot usually pale, but not an Australian ghost, especially who's died in the desert. Kind of keeps his tan.
Nice, mate.
And also, they didn't have any white paint in the charity shop, so that's kind of why I'm tan.
Why you still got your complexion there?
Show your boots, mate.
Oh yeah,
the boots.
mate, I got my boots. Get my boots up.
Nice.
Look at those beauties.
Damn, proper
Yeah,
cowboy-esque.
Sancho's.
My Sancho's, mate.
Oof.
Made for walking.
And Jimmy's going to
And shagging,
Oh, dear, amazing. Dan.
Hello.
What's going on over there, man? It's very...
It's an Australian clown.
limited vision.
Yeah, I've also got limited vision. I had to cut his eyelids off
Jesus.
because it's
The victim.
yeah, it's a victim.
It's the teeth.
Yeah. I saw this, so I got this. Obviously mask and the Scottish. What is it? I don't know. I've got a little thing. Scottish knitwear,
Nice.
finest Scottish knitwear. Yeah, from the charity
Some
shop.
fun.
This was 15 quid.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know how much it was new, but
That's like half the charity shop for that much.
yeah. And this was like, I think it's like 3 quid. But this has got a backstory too. This is actually yeah, the person who wore this last murdered somebody.
Oh, my goodness. Proper killer clown.
It's fucking. I've never seen. I mean, it might. I don't really look for masks, but I've never seen this mask about.
You're actually scaring me.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
when I'm
Yours
looking
is
at you
unsettling.
talking, yeah.
Well, as well, the way you kind
The head move, all the head movement.
the way you kind of move is like, because I've got limited vision, I have to look and then move, and it's like you're very Bobby,
Yeah.
very like Bobby.
It is very creepy.
Well,
Yeah, I like it.
there
I might
is
just start wearing it
actually-
out.
Wow, it's funny you should say that, mate, because there's actually a segment I want to talk about a little bit later. Do you remember the phenomena where all those clowns were skulking about? So we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
We've also got two new friends, which our little Skellington friends here in their farmers' outfits and their banjos. You never know. They might play us out into the break or something like that. But
Fucking
yeah,
boys, man.
that's it. So we're all here. We're all dressed up. The room's done. So it's time to get spooky. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to destroy half my costume straight away because I've got to read some stories and I cannot see shit. So I've got to pull my face off somehow. It's all right. Don't panic. It's only Velcro.
It would have been good if under there you had like another mask or like full, or this mask.
Or just no face.
Yeah, just no face.
Oh, what would have been really good is if that was actually you under there and Jordan was on here.
The
The camera was on him and Jordan was talking from there.
We should have didn't plan
Yeah.
ahead. Oh my goodness. I was blind, but now I see. Amazing. I can actually appreciate your costumes now. I see what you mean about the teeth.
The teeth.
And the
The
eyes.
teeth have not been brushed by Colgate.
Did you say you cut those eyes out yourself?
No, they were very small.
I can't take them
I've had to do the eyelids.
Your hair actually matches your mic.
No, yeah, I changed my mic yesterday.
Oh,
I-
very
I did
good.
have blue,
Of course, you had
so
blue.
I changed
Thinking
red.
I should've gone
ahead.
blue.
Just
Red,
can't.
Look
red for a
at the
clown.
detailing,
It's the
man.
teeth,
I should have went
man.
for a black one.
Yeah,
Ben, you
it's
got a
the
black
teeth.
one over there?
And I think the beard sits well with
Oh,
it.
my beard.
It
Yeah,
does. It
underneath.
does.
Well, I think the purple goes with that though.
Drink.
Yeah,
A
man.
little bit of
Fuck.
little pop of colour.
Right,
What do you
Loz, this should suit yours a bit better.
I can't see what you
Okay,
just
don't
wrote.
worry. It's gone on the floor.
Ben's just absolutely. So where's your
it doesn't
costume, Ben?
I've just got a mask.
I mean,
Ah,
it's
from-
not
from
ju-
last night.
It's not just a mask. It is.
What is it?
Yeah, what is it?
Oh, one of those ladies at the Gatsby
Yeah,
parties.
it's very sexual.
A masquerade.
Yeah.
Very sick.
I mean, I can.
I would definitely shag that.
This is.
show
I
it
mean,
to the
I
camera.
could wear this.
Just imagine me with a blurred face.
It's just got absolutely caned by all of this.
cobweb.
Yeah,
Cobwebbing.
Yeah, genuine 100% cobweb.
Fucking hell.
I don't know what that
To all the audio listeners, just absolute chaos right now.
This
Oh
is
my God.
This is my
Oh my goodness.
addition.
So this is his
Everywhere.
mask. It's very nice. It's very nice. It is very
Instantly
nice.
turns you into a
Yeah.
lady of the night.
Guess how much
That's
that
it.
was from a charity shop?
You look like Zorro, mate.
How much?
£1.50.
£1.50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
£1.
Which is not
I have to admit, guys, I failed because it was supposed to be a charity shop challenge, and I didn't have time to get to a charity shop, so it was a next day Amazon delivery. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I
Spooky.
You fucking pussy.
And it wasn't actually the costume I initially wanted. You know what I actually wanted, but I couldn't get it next day. Couldn't get it till next week. I was going to come in as one of the Squid Game
Yeah.
guards.
Oh,
That's decent.
yeah,
You can
Yeah.
get masks.
You could have done that under that. To be
Yeah,
fair,
the
couldn't you?
mask.
True.
You can get an LED version of.
When I
Oh,
got this, I
nice.
thought it was very Squid Game.
Yeah. You look like
If they wore,
spoilers, but towards the end of it, you look like one of them.
yeah,
One of the
one of the
elites.
elites, yeah,
You look like you look like one of them who's gone through the glass.
yeah.
That's what you look like.
Ben's covering his ears. He's panicking because
I've
he
still
still
not
hasn't
seen it.
seen
No.
fucking the global phenomena that is Squid Game.
I haven't got any time at the moment.
I'll tell you what,
Mate, if you ain't got time, I'll just ruin it for you. Basically,
No,
they
shut
all, everyone dies.
I went into the charity shop and I didn't have a clue what I was going to get. And the first thing that I seen was these boots.
They were made
And
for
then
walking.
I literally looked up and then this hat was there.
Oh.
And then I turned around and there was just a little kangaroo on the side. So I was like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Perfect.
fucking perfect.
Perfect, mate.
Yeah.
See, I was similar to that.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
But I was like, yeah. Initially, I was going to actually be a person, but I had to change it. I'll just go Australian
Ghost.
ghost, mate.
Should have gone for a Steve Irwin.
Right.
No, I didn't say it, mate.
Are you going to be Steve Irwin?
No. It crossed my mind, and I thought, do you know what? I don't want these fucking council vultures on my case.
The animal lovers.
Vulture
Yeah.
culture.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. I need to connect to the interwebs. It's all
Alright,
going wrong.
whilst we.
Culture.
Oh, I mean, I guess it's kind of fitting. I'm literally dressed up as the guy in the fucking video.
Yeah.
Whose soul am I claiming today? Let me just check my book.
My book.
Okay. This is in the top 10 ridiculous motoring-related deaths. Let's look at number 9, shall we? 2 South Korean lorry drivers died after crashing into each other on Route 1, the main highway between Seoul and Busan. Although unharmed, they got out of their cabs to argue with each other and were both ran over by a city-to-city bus.
Damn.
Play it, Ben.
Have you marked that?
I haven't, and I've lost the page. So,
Fucking bus
if you hear
drivers.
about 2 Korean lorry drivers, then I apologise.
You can do the little
Oh, yeah.
Do it now.
How's it go again?
How did they die? With DD.
That's it. How did they die? With Doody. You're welcome. There we go. That was a good one. I enjoyed that.
That
Might
was
give you a
good.
bit of PTSD there, though, Jim. I do apologise.
Yeah, I was fucking bus drivers.
Just quickly, while we're on the subject of
Yes, Jim,
previous pods, my 2-week prediction came true.
I know.
Although, admittedly,
It
it was one of the most obvious ones. Bitcoin did hit a new high. Is Shania Twain still breathing, Jim?
The bitch is still going, mate.
That's it.
For now.
I'm glad.
Twain.
I'm glad she, you know, because that would have been.
Yeah. You know, I don't want the Steve Owen fans, but fuck the Shania Twain fans.
Yeah,
I'll take them.
yeah. Shania. Yeah, you don't want her coming after you.
No, she is a force to be reckoned with. So, what I thought we'd do in this episode is we'd have a look at ghost stories, Halloween urban legends, the clown phenomena, the stories that we've brought in today, and the stories from the Discord. And I think that is where we'll start. If you want to join the Discord, guys, the link will be on the community page and linked down below. So it's a place that's absolutely hustling and bustling right now. People are absolutely loving it. And there's a tab on there called Ghost Paranormal Experiences, a place for you to tell us your paranormal experiences. And I have to say, they're pretty fucking spooky. So, I thought we'd start with one from D.
Sounded more sexual than spooky. Very.
Oh, we'll see where this goes. Oh,
Oh, he's put some spooky music.
ominous music.
Hey.
Here we go. So, this is from D. So this story goes back to 2014. The location is an old abandoned holiday village in a town in Ireland. Top of the morning to you. It was owned by a Catholic church,
Sadly.
then was turned into the holiday village and was then used for airsoft events. It had quite a dark history of sexual abuse, suicides, and even murder. One such murder involving a little girl. So fast forward to 2014, I used to help out with public ghost hunt events there. The place was investigated beforehand and it was well documented to be fairly active with the paranormal. So when it was the holiday village, there was a swimming pool area built into it. Me and the group that I'm helping bring around are sitting in the changing rooms asking if there was anyone there. One of the people there asked out, "Do you like us being here when we're running about with the guns, and would you like us to keep coming back?" We all heard the voice of a child from the next room say, "Yes." So obviously after everyone denying it was them who said it, we walked into the swimming pool area, and as soon as I got in, I started taking pictures with my handheld camera I had with me. I must have took about 30 photos, and they were all just random as I was trying to get anything to appear. Keep in mind, there are 5 people in the group, and they are all with me and the other investigators. So there is no way anyone could be on the other side of the pool without me seeing them. It wasn't until I got home and was analysing everything from the night before that I spotted this picture, which he has provided in the Discord if you'd like to get up, Ben. I asked everyone that was with me on that night if this was them, and everyone denied it. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions. So in the image for the audio listeners, there is clearly, on the opposite side of the swimming pool, some sort of shadow figure. So what do we think of that fucking story? Very spooky. I did actually go on to say, mate, we need to fly over to Ireland and do an investigation. He said, sadly, a bunch of vandals broke in a few years ago and set the place on fire. So you can't get into it, or I would be investigating it still. Lol. So this is the image here, look. Can you see it? Did you see it? See that against the wall? What's that?
Yeah, this screen's
The
very
shadow-
dark.
the shadow figure.
Oh, is it in the middle?
Is it in the middle?
Yeah.
That is the most blatant ghost I've ever seen in my life.
It's a weird picture, though, isn't it?
Pickaxe.
Oh, it's a bit ominous. But it's clearly, you can see like some arms, you can see a head.
Yeah, you can see an outline of summit.
But the picture doesn't look like a picture in the dark, does it?
Well, with a flash on, isn't it?
I don't know if it is a flash. I think it might be just like torchlight, isn't it?
Looks a bit Mega Drive to me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Looks a bit
Casper the
mega
friendly ghost. Shadow Girl caught on the 11th. Oh my goodness.
It's fucking.
Caught on the 11th of April 2014. What do we think? Legit? Or
Yes.
not?
I don't know.
What are we giving D for this experience?
What, out of 10?
Yeah,
I'll go 7.
he's getting a 7
For
from
the
Lozzie.
picture, it's gone up. You know what I mean?
Photoshop.
It does look a bit photoshopped, I'm not
Oh!
going to lie. I'm sorry, D.
It's calling you out, D! You're going to have to give us proof.
Nice with a 7.
When was it, mind you?
See-
2014, the cameras, you know.
Yeah, a bit
weren't as-
grainy.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Now, D, this is a little bit of advice for you, mate.
Yeah, in fact,
as a
it's,
professional paranormal investigator, I take a Polaroid because you can't Photoshop that shit. Photo comes straight out,
Like it.
so no one can deny it.
Yeah, but no, don't worry.
Ben, I'll come over and fucking backhand you, son.
Ben's like, well, Polaroid's even out in 2014.
Yeah.
You can just Photoshop it afterwards.
Yeah, you can.
Well, I literally just show it straight to the camera, Ben. So, do you know what I mean?
No cats.
So we think. What we think of Photoshop? I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to give that an 8. I think it's solid there. What do you think, Dan? You're very quiet. Are you spooked?
Small legs. Very
He's
small
just
legs.
trying to remember whether he was there.
Well, to be fair, Dan's got
Dan killed the little girl.
Dan has got small legs.
You're saying Dan is.
That looks like a singular leg.
I'm struggling to see.
That's a stand. That's a stand.
I can tell you one thing, mate. Your mic's not in front of you.
I'm struggling to speak.
Yeah.
Struggling to see.
He's done a lot of acid today. He's
He's
For
got
me-
about fucking 3 tabs.
I'm sorry to say.
Oh.
I mean, it looks like a pixelated NFT.
it looks like it does look a bit like a crypto.
Don't
man.
leave us, son.
Fucking open sea special.
It looks like someone is doing an open sea.
Oh.
I mean, I'll give it.
It's uploaded to
I'll
Foundation.
give it a 6.
What? I don't get the purple.
That's just the wall.
But why is it a swimming pool?
Yeah.
I've never seen a purple swimming pool.
Hang on, I can't even see the purple.
I've
On
never
the
seen
wall?
I've never seen a purple swimming pool.
Is everyone seeing? I can see just squares.
I think it's more because you're going more on the side. I think where we're looking at an
I
angle.
think everyone's
This is
fixating on the wrong thing.
Oh,
here.
from that picture, yeah, I can see.
What the fuck have you been looking at for the last 10 minutes?
Hey,
That's from the side.
From the side, all I can see is purple squares.
Can you see the shadow figure?
I mean, I can just.
That's very dark.
I can see nothing, or I can see purple squares with a black figure with a pickaxe.
Ben, turn these fucking lights off.
Hold up, I'm gonna.
Hold up.
Copyright.
That's it.
That is, yeah.
Oh, Dan coming with a bit of a remix from Ignition at the end, just to.
Fucking.
Oh, there you
right, Ben,
go.
suck it into Photoshop. He's banging up the brightness. Now we're on to something here. Audio listeners, there is without a doubt.
Yeah, now it looks not purple. It looks like a red, and I
Yeah.
could see that kind of swimming pool.
I love that, like, the main thing here that's unbelievable is the fact that they'd go for a purple paint in a swimming pool.
I think that's odd.
Oh, he's Googled purple fucking swimming pools
That's
now.
dude. That is
purple
doody all like that.
I would.
Yeah.
That if I
That
tell you
doesn't-
what,
Yeah, when he hits 100k,
I'm getting a purple swimming pool.
purple swimming pool's fucking cool. Actually,
That is gangster as fuck.
Have you seen a black swimming pool?
Yeah,
But
that's
then
it.
again-
That does. I tell you now.
Not in Ireland. Not in Ireland.
Yeah, that'd be green, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So maybe this isn't legit. I don't. Now you've brightened it. I don't know. D, look, I'm not saying anything, mate. All right.
Ben, just quickly
I need
go,
to see the
go onto
original
Google and just put in
Shadow figure.
or
With arm out to the side.
silhouette.
Oh,
Who's
imagine that top-
David?
imagine we find top
Who's
search.
David Cabby?
Who?
Pick David Cabby.
Is that D?
Oh,
Is that him?
D. David Casey.
Casey.
David, listen, mate. I feel bad.
Listen, Davo.
But we're here to dissect these things. You know what I mean?
What's that orange thing?
I think that's subs.
That's another
I
ghost.
feel like we're fixating on the wrong things.
It's a nice face.
But yeah,
Okay, 7.
It's not a very
7?
deep. It's not a very deep swimming pool, is it?
shallow one at 1.2.
A lot of deaths.
No dive. There is clearly no diving sign. on the
No, I think it says dive at will.
Maybe that's why a lot of people died there, because they were just diving in and it was fucking smashing their head on the
Have
floor.
you ever done that?
I have, yeah.
Dived in
Hit
the
my
rock.
head on the bottom.
Yeah.
Bosh.
Worse.
Thought I was going to die. Shout out to Phoenix Swimming Pool.
Yeah, there's nothing.
What were we?
Shout out to the crime scene.
Nothing. All right, D. I
Well, it
think
was
it's
an
legit, mate.
innuendo. I thought you were
I'm
talking
sticking
about
with a 7.
7. I'll give you an 8.
Mate.
Jimmy, what are you giving it?
David. David
Brian
Casey.
McFadden.
What from real?
Do you think it's real?
I reckon he slapped a Photoshop silhouette in there.
Do you think?
I don't know though.
How well do you think he's done that out of 10?
That's what I mean.
A couple of Polaroids in a
'Cause it
video.
Yeah.
Would have gone
We
down
need
the
more
best.
evidence, Dave.
Is there any other pictures as well?
Deep.
Has he got? If he had
Nah,
like,
this is all he put
if he
on
had
there.
a few more pictures of like,
He said he took
Hit-
30, and that's the one that.
But
come
what
up
if
with the
that's
thing.
just like
I want to see one.
leaking water?
I want to see him in there as well, like with
Yeah.
a selfie shot,
Yeah.
and then
having a conversation with it?
yeah. Do you know what I mean? I need a couple more pictures. David, sorry about that. Forster's coming up, mate. Yeah, if you slap a couple more pictures in the Discord,
Yeah,
I'll
we
give
need
you-
more proof.
I'll give you a 7, but at the minute you're at a 4.
But,
Oh.
but on the 10 out of 10 for effort, because fair play to him.
Yeah.
Don't discourage anyone.
No.
He's gone in there,
No.
fucking put a picture in. So
You do you.
I don't think
appreciate
he's
you,
faked this. Maybe it's just like a marking on the wall.
But he said he took
That's
about
a
30
shadow.
pictures, and that's the one that come up. Or it could. Imagine if that is actually legit. You know what I mean? If it is, fucking hell.
Yeah,
Man,
we
you can smirk all you want, mate. I'll wipe that off your face, son.
You can believe.
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, next one.
thank you, mate.
Kisden.
Thank you, David.
So this is an experience my uncle had in the first role of his medical career when he was a paramedic. He gets a call to this lady's house. She's about late 70s, and she wouldn't share anything. My uncle was asking what medication she took, and she refused to answer.
She's like, I'm not sharing it.
Yeah, that's my Prozac. Fuck off.
It's my cabin.
She wouldn't share anything.
It's
So
called medical crack.
she says she has to go to the toilet. Once she's gone, an old man comes downstairs. He tells my uncle everything about her and what she takes. The toilet flushes, and this man then leaves the room. When the woman returned, my uncle relays this information that he had learned and asked if it was all correct. This woman looked confused and angry and thought my uncle had been mooching around. My uncle tells her what happened, and she went white. That man was her husband, and he died 2 years prior. I find this experience a mixture of feelings, like you'd be shook knowing you'd just seen a ghost, but how wholesome knowing that man was still looking out for his wife. From Kisden, aka Kieran. I just need to preface this one.
Okay.
Maybe he did mooch around and was just like come up with a reason. Do you know what I mean? Oh no, I weren't looking around your things. A man
Yeah.
come down and told me all about it. Or was it her late husband looking out for her? What do we think?
Because he was mooching around.
Yeah. Oh, stop looking for her fucking drawers. She
Yeah.
takes this, and
Yeah.
this. Now fuck off.
I do like those stories when.
Yeah. I've heard a few.
Yeah,
like
when
that.
they're like, there's someone, they're chatting to someone, and they're like, that's so and so, they've been
Yeah.
dead. So
Yeah.
there's quite a lot of them.
Yeah, there really is. What do we think?
Yeah,
I
that's,
like the
that's
wholesome
decent.
side. But
It is very wholesome.
now you've said that, it could easily just been what you said.
Have I tainted it?
You have tated.
Nah, we'll give
You said this was your uncle?
Kieran's uncle.
Oh, what
The
he
guy-
was mooching?
the guy who wrote this, his uncle. This is his uncle's story from when he was a paramedic.
What, he was the moocher?
So basically, his
Was he the moocher or was he the ghost?
no, the ghost came to the moocher.
Oh. Was he the moocher? His uncle?
No. According to this story, yeah, he's in there and he needs to find out what medication this woman.
Oh, because he's yeah.
'Cause he's a paramedic.
Oh, right, okay. So he weren't mooching.
But the lady goes to the toilet. A gentleman enters the room and
Oh.
tells him all of her medication. But it turns out the guy that told him was actually a ghost.
I feel that's quite credible.
Yeah.
The reason I say that is because obviously he's a paramedic. So, like, one, if you're going to lie about something, he's a paramedic, so he could make up like something really crazy.
Yeah.
And then two, I haven't got a two.
The other thing to
That's a good two.
To be fair,
it's the same as
like, why
Forgot.
tell your nephew bullshit? Do you know what I mean? Because like,
Yeah.
okay, if you're gonna make
Especially
up
if
that
you've been
bullshit just
mooching.
to get round, then fair enough. But like, he could just be like honest. If he was mooching around, he could just be honest and just be like, look, I was trying to save this woman's life, so I had to look through her drawers and found her medication. Like, it's not probably not ethical, but it's not a fucking bad thing to do if the intention is pure. But the fact that he's gone around telling everyone.
Yeah, and a story to remember. This is my two, actually. A story to remember out of all the paramedic stuff and pull that out.
Yeah.
And find that significant out of
yeah.
all the shit you would see as a paramedic. Because like they do see some fucking
They see
crazy,
fucked
horrible
up shit.
shit.
Fucked
So like
up
for that
shit.
to stick out, because it's not an amazing. If someone else said the story, you'd be like, but the fact he's a paramedic,
Yeah.
and it's like, I'm down with that one.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
I'm down with that one.
I'm down
I
with
like that story.
I like
it.
It's set it up well.
It's decent.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you saying, Loss?
I'll go 7 again.
Well,
I'll give it an 8.
you got your eyes wide open, like you're taking it all in.
Yeah, taking it all in.
You look shocked. It's funny because when you talk, your bottom lip actually moves.
You look like you've taken a lot of acid.
I fucking wish I did.
Imagine if we'd all took acid on this show and
then just let it.
and
Maybe
then
we
just-
should do that one time.
Ben, get some acid in.
Yeah,
I feel
maybe
like-
we should just do a load of acid.
for
and then-
experimental purposes. Isn't there?
Yeah.
There's a thing on that, no?
Sure, that's legal.
Yeah. DMT, innit?
Just do, you know.
I would
what
like
See
DMT.
what happens. Right. We are going to come back to some more of your experiences. There's so much more for this show, all right? But we're going to have these boys play us out to the break, and then we will return. Here we go. Check this out. If you're an audio listener, gutted.
Come on, let's play a song. What do you say? A little competition? Yeah, that's the one.
We want to get fingered by that cunt.
I've been used sometimes, left alone in the heat of the night. Every time, and up like a play, got nothing but my soul to blame. Well, you said it's all done. Something tells me I should leave the town. Wanna head you one more time. Play your tricks on my world.
And his name is Johnson.
We're back. Part 2 of this Halloween special. We were seen out nicely by... These two got names.
Yeah, I was going to say, what are they called?
The boys.
The boys.
The and boys.
Freddie and Eddie.
Freddie. There you go. Seen out by Freddie and Eddie.
Fredo and Edo.
Fucking amazing banjo players as we
The
call them.
Australian version.
That's it. We're going to do another story from the Discord. Rate it. Analyse it. Pull it apart. Destroy the soul. This one's from Becky. I worked in a jewellery shop in Stoke, and they kept all the extra stock upstairs. So every day you would have to go up and down the stairs getting stuff for people. I was in the stock room on my own, grabbing some boxes, and another woman I worked with opened the door. She came in and out of the corner of my eye. I saw her walk past me, so I just shouted, "Can you grab me a couple of these and take them down for me?" Anyway, she ignored me, slammed the door, so I was like, "Yeah, nice one.
Bitch.
You fucking bitch." Nah, she only said, "Yeah, nice one, don't get sacked." Went on to the shop floor, and I went up to her and I was like, "Thanks for the help, mate." Dickhead. She just looked at me all confused, like, "I'm the only one on the shop floor, I've been down here." I said to her, "No, the door went and I saw you." Anyway, she just laughed and went, "Oh God, another one. Watch your back." That's not what you want to hear, is it? Before it was converted into a shop, the building used to be a pub with a brothel upstairs. And one of the women who worked up there, called Mags, hung herself in that room. She was known for doing weird shit up there. The women who worked there didn't tell new staff about her knocking about to see if anything happened and if we would mention it to them. Had a look on the CCTV, and yeah, the door did open and close. You saw me look to speak to someone, and it was just me in that room. I was like, "What the fuck?" And they just laughed and said Mags must have liked me, because one girl who used to work there was sure it was Mags who pushed her down the stairs. So that is the story. Can I just say, if you think about it, Becky was accusing her colleague of being a prostitute. Because she was like, "I saw you, you slag. I don't know why you were naked, but I saw you upstairs with me."
Oh, she was naked?
Nah, I don't think so. I just ad-libbed
Oh.
that.
Yeah.
She says, "Oh, yeah, I've never been to a brothel. I just assume everyone's naked." Do you know what I mean? So yeah, what do we think of that one?
Great disclaimer.
That's what do we think
They
of that?
don't have clothes.
What do we think of that one? I really like that one.
Yeah.
You got the name of the
man to
brothel?
look around fucking Freddie. Fredo.
I like it.
But yeah, no, I do really like that one.
That's
And I like the way that they don't tell the staff to see if they talk about it.
Yeah.
I like the way on the camera as well, the door's still shut, but
Yeah.
there's no one.
That's fucking.
Is there any footage for
spooky,
this,
that.
or
I think my arse would fall out.
And she checked the CCTV again.
Yeah.
I like that.
If I would turn around to my colleague and I was like, "You're upstairs with me, why didn't you help me?" And they were like, "Oh, you've seen the ghost of Mags," I'd just hand my notice in, I think.
As well, once
You know what I mean?
you've done
I'm
that,
out.
you've seen something.
Yeah.
Or you've seen a human, whatever, a ghost, and then you check the CCTV. So you're like, right, in your head, you're like, this. How does that? How do you think about the rest of your life then?
Yeah, it must be life
Yeah,
changing,
it must be
especially
like-
if you're like an atheist. Or
to go,
something.
ghosts in your head.
Fucking hell!
Doesn't sound very good.
No.
Oh shit! We're just gonna pause there. Sorry about that. Some paranormal goings on in the studio. Had to fucking take an emergency break, but we're back. So yeah, like I said, I really like this one. It's the sort of one that I think they're more believable. Do you know what I mean? There's a history of people seeing things and stuff, and yeah, it's got a bit of history. It's not a new build. It used to be a fucking brothel.
that's it?
I actually, just going to go off on a little tangent.
Yeah, go for it. About
Um,
brothels.
I was in a brothel last night, and it is about an American couple. They bought a house, and they got it really cheap. And then obviously when it all gone through with the estate agents and said everything had gone through, the lady just Googled the address, and it was the house where, the film The Exorcist.
Yeah.
It was where that story kind of come from. So
Oh,
basically,
fuck.
it was
Fuck that.
is it a vicar or something who does the
Yeah.
what do they call it?
Exorcism.
Yeah, the exorcism. Yeah, he did the exorcism of like a boy, and then the whole story of that, like I say, created the film The Exorcist.
Yeah.
And yeah, they got like $50,000 off the price of the house.
Yeah.
So my question was, if you was to buy a house to save like, let's just say 50 grand, where that had taken place, would you rather pay the money
Yeah, I know what you mean.
for the house, or would you take a cut? Because I was thinking, like I say, I've just recently bought a house, so I was like, fucking hell, you don't really check that kind of stuff, do
Yeah.
you?
It may even be because of the story that you're talking about. I don't know this for a fact, but I know now. Don't know if it's the country but certainly in some states, it's illegal to sell your house if you believe it to be haunted and you don't tell the potential buyers.
Really?
Yeah, so you have to inform them. Oh, by the way, there's some weird shit goes on in this house. That's now, but obviously this was probably a while back, or it might, like I say, it might be state to state. It differs, but for me, it's difficult because it's content in it. Do you know what I mean? If I moved into a haunted house, like every day is a fucking filming opportunity.
It's a gold mine, isn't it?
And you could look at it short term, buy it cheap, do it up, flip it for very tasty. Do you know what I mean? But if you're looking at, if you take those factors out, say I'm not a YouTuber that does paranormal stuff, I'd probably say no. Because to be honest, until I started doing these investigations, which probably says quite a lot, that the idea of that like petrified me, like having a haunted house. Every day would be a nightmare. Do you know what I mean? So I'd probably say no.
I think that, like I say, the guy who bought it, obviously his wife was going crazy, but he's kind of like gone into it a little bit.
Yeah.
And like on Halloween and stuff, that he like plays like the exorcism music and kind of like makes it into like a local thing where people come round and
yeah.
So he's probably got a little earner out of it. So
Definitely. I saw the film The Conjuring, the house that's based on, which is that witch Bathsheba in it. They've just put that on the market for 1.2 million.
Really? That's the thing.
So they're doing the opposite.
Yeah.
So they're like, this is a famous house. So they're like,
Some people play into it, don't they?
Yeah. Because they did have, they were like open to all sorts of paranormal investigators going there and filming and stuff at that house. But yeah, they put it on the market for 1.2 million, and it's just a shack, really. Do you know what I mean? Like the actual house. So
I think nowadays people lean into it, don't they?
Yeah.
The thing it's weird, isn't it? Because like there's a lot of houses where there's been death.
Yeah.
Like old people. Like I look at properties all the time, and it's all probate.
Yeah.
Like where people people die.
See this. The house I've moved into, that was
Probate. Yeah.
Now we believe, because there was an old lady there, and it was sold by her daughter because she sadly passed away. I don't know where she passed. Do you know what I mean? She may have passed away in the house, might have been in hospital. We don't actually know, which is quite.
Yeah. I looked at one in Bedford, like 2-bed house, and obviously it was probate, but nothing had changed. Like so everything was out in the house, all the pictures, like there was all his stuff was out, so it was very.
Is that where you got your mask?
Very got my.
It's quite eerie. I must
quite
admit.
eerie.
To be fair, if you went into the house
quite eerie
like
just
that,
listening to you talk. I won't lie, Dan. It's quite scary.
Especially about
it's very
people who
haunting.
maybe passed away.
And the eye holes are so
Maybe.
small. I can't actually see your eyes.
Yeah,
it's very scary.
Maybe he passed away.
is that even Dan?
Maybe you killed
Maybe
him.
I wanted the house.
Fucking hell.
Maybe I watched as the life drained away from him.
Oh, scary. Oh, what a lovely time to bring that in. This is Dan's Murder Corner. I killed this man this week.
Love it.
What you got for us, Dan? Clown Dan? Dan the Clown. Ooh. Oh, wow.
1980s. Gold. Coca-Cola yo-yo.
Beautiful.
That's the murder weapon, Your Honour.
For the audio listeners, it's a golden Coca-Cola YOLO. YOLO? Yo-yo. Nice! Just fucking pulls that string around Jimmy's neck. Just See you next week! But Jimmy won't be here.
Feeling this.
I do feel
Nice.
like the mask has done something to Dan.
Yeah. It's very, like I say, it's quite, I'm trying to like,
he's either
just keep
in
it professional,
character,
but
he's
it's
either
very
very
haunting.
much in character, or he's possessed.
It's that episode of Goosebumps where she puts a mask on and she like becomes the demon.
That's it, innit?
Goosebumps used to scare the shit out of me as a kid.
Mate, the fucking theme tune.
Yeah.
Absolute quality.
Man. But yeah. Wow. Would I buy a house? Don't think so. Don't think so. Would I do it as now? Yes. If I couldn't make content out of it? No. Definitely not. Would I be possessed for content? Fuck yeah. Right.
Sake.
Let's do one more of the Discord, peeps. We might stick another one in a little bit later. We'll have a little fun browse. Scarlet Games. Scarlet underscore Games. When I was 8, my mum and her friend were sitting on the floor looking through old documents or something. I just remember seeing lots of paperwork. I didn't think much of it. I was just being my usual self.
Can you do it to the camera?
Dan's licking his teeth. For the audio listeners,
Oh, that is
I'm so disturbed. So he's being his usual self.
It's the worst thing I've ever seen. It's like clean like some boots, mate.
Oh, mate.
Just stands over you with a golden yo-yo, just said YOLO.
And then just fucking
Yeah.
hangs you with the yo.
What makes it worse is he got that from a charity shop, right?
Oh,
so it's not even new.
Oh, he's doubled down on the licks.
Oh, it's just someone else has probably done that and another fucking. Oh, man. Wait, what about if you like try to eat your teeth? He's got an overbite.
Oh, for the audio listeners, Dan is eating his mask.
Harry Bain.
Right. He asked his mum, yeah, if he could go play in his room.
Who's
She
that?
said yes. So before I went off, I smiled at her friend and wondered why her friend was being so quiet. But I was shy, so I never spoke much. Okay. A week later, my mum showed me old photos of my dad's family and her family, and we got to a certain photo, and I said, "That's your friend that was here." Oh,
no.
God.
Fuck off.
My mum explained to me that that's not possible, as the lady in her picture was her mum who passed away before I was born. And she asked me multiple times, "Are you sure that's the lady you saw?" And I said, "Yes. I remember her face smiling at me. She was sitting next to you."
Wow.
I know it's weird, and even I question if what I saw was correct, but the fact that I and my mum remember that day and my version of events hasn't changed over time since I was 8 must have some weight to it. Scarlet Games. Whew. That, although it's
that.
nice, at the same time, that is fucking horrible. You know what I mean? It's lovely because, you know, it's your mum's mum and that, but at the same time, that's someone who's no longer here and they're there. That's spooky as shit, man. You know what I mean?
They're no longer here.
Be
but they're there.
spooky.
It's like my mate Carl. Like, he told me he's had a few paranormal stories, but he was like he's very close to his granddad, and sadly, if I get this wrong, because I know Carl's a listener, I do apologise, Carl. But from what I remember, sadly, his granddad passed away, and then Carl had a child, and he got up in the middle of the night because he heard noises coming from his kid's room, and he looked down the hallway and claims that he saw his granddad standing over the cot of the child. It's just, you hear, it's not the first person to tell me that either, like stories like that. You do hear it quite a lot.
Yeah, so how many people in our Discord?
200, 250?
And we've got like, what, 4 or 5 stories?
No,
Maybe
there's
more.
quite a lot.
Yeah, so like percentage-wise, you're talking I don't know, 5%
Let's
of people who've told stories, and
Yeah.
there's going to be probably another 5% of people who haven't told the story. So like 10% of people have got something that's gone on.
Yeah, it's very, very
Minimum.
weird.
So like out of your 10 mates,
So there's got to be some
no,
weight to some of these, isn't there?
Are you getting like a little air wisp from your mask?
What?
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 Oh, I thought there
I
was
could hear like a
something
little.
going on.
Went down the speakers like
My lisp.
just echoing a bit from the teeth.
Yeah.
Right.
Problems of these nashes.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Like, overall, like, yeah, the fact that we've got so many people saying these stories and stuff, and obviously hearing it from different people as well. You could argue there's got to be something going on, but
Generally, most people someone's going to have a story, isn't they?
Yeah.
Or multiple people.
Yeah, I mean, like when I went and did that investigation at the asylum, and I went to the pub afterwards, and it all kicked off, and then I just got chatting to the people there. Every single person, I didn't film all of them because not all of them wanted to be on camera. Every single fucking person in that pub had their own individual ghost story about that place.
Yeah. I mean,
You know what I mean? It's like seeing shit and all sorts of
that
stuff.
is crazy.
Yeah. It's mad. So, are you a believer? Let us know in the comments. But yeah, as for Scarlet Games, that's creepy as. You sat there with your mum and her friend, and then I'd feel fucking sick. If I was like, oh yeah, mum, how was your night the other night with your friend? And she's like, what friend? I ain't got any. Actually, she was sat there by herself. Oh, makes me feel ill. But thank you for sending that in, Scarlet Games. We appreciate you. Right. Next section. I thought we'd have a look at some Halloween urban legends because they seem to resurface every year, right? And I'm talking, the trick-or-treat ones, and I just don't buy them for a few reasons, right? So you got the ones where it's like, oh, they're putting razor blades in sweets and toys and that.
Right.
But there's also a lot, right, of these where people are reporting people infusing like gummy bears and stuff with marijuana, handing out like ecstasy tablets as hard candies and stuff. And I just think like, who's wasting their ecstasy? Do you know what I mean? To give it to kids. I'm serious. What do you get out of that?
Not me.
I mean, I just don't get it.
Yeah.
Like, as a father, Dan, is that a genuine concern?
No. There's I think it's been proven a lot of all those stories are bullshit. But I tell you what is a worry, and that's happened quite a few times. So like the costumes you buy your kids from like B&M or whatever. You get your cheap costume. Well, like the material they're made out of. Generally, that's like quite flammable, very flammable.
Oh, really?
And obviously, everyone has pumpkins out,
Ah, yeah.
so there's been quite a few that have gone up,
shit.
and kids have got really badly burnt. So
That sounds like that's this year's story.
yeah. No, that's actually that's legit. That's actually happened. Yeah, but as far as like the thing is with the sweet things and the like, if as a parent, again like most stuff's wrapped or whatever. Like you're going with them around the houses, so if you get something that's dodgy, you're kind of going to look at who's, unless they've done it really well or whatever. It's just people would narrow it down to find out which house it is because it'd be quite obvious.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the thing, so like you were saying, like about it kind of being unfounded. So this article here. It's quite interesting because basically someone has like researched criminal records and stuff to see if anyone's actually been convicted of doing this sort of stuff, and basically the answer is no.
Yeah.
But the only incidents that have where someone's been poisoned on Halloween and stuff has actually been like they've targeted someone specifically.
I remember you've talked. Yeah.
Yeah, I might have said it on the last Halloween special, and I was going to briefly go over it in this one, but this article just basically says. Rumours of tampered sweets being handed out at Halloween appear to have first emerged in the US in the 1970s. By the following decade, parental anxiety was so great that American hospitals and police stations began offering to X-ray candy bags, a security measure that is now commonplace, according to the Washington Post. However, Joe Best, a professor of sociology at California State University who has researched the alleged risk, told Vox, "I can't find any evidence that any child has ever been killed or seriously hurt by any candy picked up in the course of trick-or-treating." According to myth-busting website Snopes, for an incident, this is quite funny though, for an incident to qualify as a Halloween poisoning, the poisoned candy has to be handed out on a random basis to children as part of the trick-or-treat ritual inherent to Halloween. The act cannot be targeted to any one specific child.
Got it, okay.
So there's never been someone just doing it for shit, just fucking shits and giggles, fucking hand. So they've always been targeted. After examining famous cases of alleged Halloween poisonings, researchers have concluded that the most of the incidents do not qualify for that classification. One of the most notorious cases is the murder of 8-year-old Timothy Mark O'Brien in Houston, Texas. O'Brien died on the 31st of October 1974 after eating cyanide-laced sherbet. However, the poisoner turned out to be his own father, who had taken out a large life insurance policy on the boy.
That's
Fucking hell. On the kid.
Hell.
That's fucked up.
That's mad, isn't it?
That's some cold shit, man.
I am actually surprised that there's not been more cases of people trying to
Because
poison
you hear like
kids,
razor blades.
Yeah, but
sweets
again,
and
it,
that.
like when you why would you do it on Halloween?
Because
It's
they're
like-
sick.
yeah.
Because it's sick fuckers out
No,
there.
there are
It's
sick
like
fuckers,
an
yeah, but
easy
it's like-
target.
Razor blades are expensive as well.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
But
Especially
then-
nowadays.
they're not going to be Gillette.
doing it on Halloween as well. Like again, it's like you're dealing with like that's probably the most time when people are most vigilant of it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like you're looking and like those if those people can do it, the parents are going to be around the house and stuff. Like you're going to get fucking caught out, and you're probably going to get fucked up.
I mean, if you go out dressed like that with them, they're going to be giving it to your children. 'Cause
Yeah.
they'll be fucking
They'll be
scared.
more worried about you.
Yeah.
Entering their house,
Yeah.
killing them.
They won't be watching this podcast with me dressed like this. I won't take it home. I mean, my daughter don't like clowns anyway, so
Savage.
Yeah.
Could be a segment on the blog.
That's it. Scaring your daughter with fucking. Oh dear. So yeah, that case it says though quite an interesting quote from these researchers. Talking about that Timothy's death. Though cold-blooded and horrible to contemplate, this crime does not qualify as a genuine Halloween poisoning because there was nothing random about Timothy O'Brien's death. Like fucking, right, he's still fucking.
I thought he was going to say then, like, Timothy was actually a little shit. So
He fucking deserved it.
Other stories that have fueled Halloween poisoning fears include the 1970 death of a 5-year-old boy said to have consumed heroin-laced sweets. This is what I mean, like.
heroin addicts are not going to.
They're not going to be sharing, are they?
Yeah.
Let's just be honest here, guys.
No way.
Also, don't you have to smoke it or inject it for it to get you high?
Mate.
Don't know, man.
I don't know if you can just eat
Why you
it.
try it?
I don't know, mate. I ain't got a clue. I don't know.
I don't know, but
I don't know.
what are you saying?
I hope it was like a strawberry lace.
Yeah, literally just dipped
Laced.
in liquid heroin.
That's that. Maybe that's how the word laced come
Strawberry.
about.
Laced
Yeah.
heroin.
Because I do like the word laced. It is quite
Yeah.
cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is a good name.
That sounds like you lace people.
Hey,
What?
If you like the... No, I don't know.
you couldn't lace these boots, mate, because they haven't got laces on them.
That's it. A police investigation ultimately concluded that the child's family had staged a cover-up after he discovered his uncle's heroin stash. Fucking hell.
You said about the X-rays, like of people taking candy to wherever.
How's
to
that
get
going to find drug lace?
Well, as well, it's like fucking. You can buy a bag of sweets from like a B&M or like for like £2-3.
yeah.
So like, if you're that worried, chuck the shit away.
This episode's sponsored by
the-
B&M, by the way.
Yeah, I do like.
Buy the
These are
sweets,
from
not the
B&M.
costumes. Are they?
Oh, or Costco. One of them. Costco or B&M. Yeah, you just buy them a bag of sweets for like £4, and then
Sack off the trick or treat.
and then throw the stuff that you think's got. Don't take it somewhere to get X-rayed.
Yeah.
I mean, that's ridiculous. That is. I mean, sorry, Americans, but if you've ever done that, like, you need to go and jump off a bridge.
You don't need to.
Especially when they're
Whoa.
handing out
That's
fucking
it.
birthday chocolate.
Oh, mate.
yeah,
This
actually,
is
yeah,
it,
fuck
innit?
'em.
Oh yeah, I mean that that is poison.
Yeah.
Those Kit Kat birthday cakes.
I'd rather have heroin.
Yeah.
I'd rather have razor blades.
Oh dear. As to why such scare stories persist, Best said, We live in a world of apocalyptic scenarios, and we are constantly imagining that this could all fall apart in a nanosecond. So we translate a lot of our anxiety into fears about our children. So that is the, are your kids actually going to get poisoned? I tell you,
No.
no.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, but it's not very nice. I'm sure people are more likely to use rat poison than drugs. Because no one's sharing their drugs. I don't know why that needed to be said. Probably didn't. But here we are.
Fuck it.
But in the vein of Timothy's true crime Halloween horror story, let's go over a couple of others, shall we? So these are all true stories from Halloween, right? Okay. Story number 1, The Candyman. These are very short, very sweet. So we know Timothy's one. Let's go for story 2. A case of mistaken identity in October of 1992. 16-year-old foreign exchange student Yoshihiro Hattori and his homestay brother, Webb Haymaker, went to a Halloween party in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. When they arrived at the house, they rang the front doorbell but received no response because they had the wrong house, right? They then went round the back of the house and surprised the owner, Rodney Pears, who shot and killed Yoshihiro Hattori, thinking the high school students were burglars. So you go to a house party, get the wrong house. This is the crazy thing about America. That's the one thing that I'm kind of torn on with America is like, you can use fatal force to protect your own home.
Well, they shoot first, think later, don't they?
Yeah, is it the castle law or something?
Yeah.
Which I kind of, to a certain extent, I kind of get, in being brutally honest. If someone is breaking into your house, is in your home and means to harm you and steal your things, I think you should be able to do whatever you have to do to protect yourself and your family. But at the same time, obviously in cases like this, when it's just an accident, obviously it's absolutely tragic. Whereas here, obviously, I mean, even if you used a baseball bat to protect yourself, you have to prove that you have like a shrine to baseball as a reason to have a baseball bat. It's absolutely
and it can't be like over excessive.
Yeah,
or like
it blows my mind because like if someone's in there, to do bad things, then you shouldn't be in there doing bad things. That's just my opinion. But
key is don't ring the police. We spoke about this yesterday.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
If you come in my house, I'm wearing this mask and I've got a hammer and a baseball bat.
And you're leaving it.
After you've been bludgeoned to death, I'm not going to ring up the police.
Be like,
yeah, because I know for a fact,
over.
that the burglar hasn't told anyone that he's coming around your house. Because when do you ever go, oh yeah, I'm just going around there to go burgle someone's house? You don't do that.
True.
So no one knows he's there unless you make the phone call. Yeah. So
imagine you burgled a house and then like
they kill you, bury you in the garden.
You're looking for stuff, going through a drawer, and then you just look in the corner, and then this guy's just standing, just quiet,
you'd be like, this
with
was
a hammer,
mistake.
looking at you
in that jumper,
just counting
as well.
down, going 5, 4, 3.
Have you ever seen the story about they broke into the guy's house and he was like a serial rapist?
Oh yeah,
yeah. The guy was like,
like
the dude had broke in,
yeah,
but the guy's house he broke into was a serial rape. The guy, raped other men.
Oh my!
And he kept him in there for a good week. Just
I remember that story because obviously the reaction to the story was very much
that's a difficult one, isn't it?
That's your own fault, sort of thing.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
There's a film that's similar to that.
Yeah.
What is it called?
He's blind, isn't he?
Yeah, he's blind, yeah. Doesn't rape him, but...
No, I'm thinking this.
He's got a woman in the dungeon, isn't he?
Batman.
In the basement.
I don't think that film you're thinking about, Bennett, is legal.
Daredevil.
Is it it's your snuff films, Ben?
No,
you watch on the dark web.
They're on the dark web.
If on Red Room.
I can't remember who's one of the main actors. I'll find it and I'll get it up, but...
Billy Bob.
It's the fact of the week. The fact of the week is that you can sneeze faster than a cheetah can run.
Wait, what?
You could sneeze faster than a cheetah can run.
Okay, so top speed.
how do you
fact of the week.
So the top speed of a cheetah running will be like whatever miles per hour,
Oh, and then
the
like-
sneeze is like.
Oh, whatever's coming out of your body
Yeah,
goes
yeah,
faster than.
yeah.
Right. It's an interesting fact of the week.
So your particles of your sneeze
Are faster than
it
a
is
cheetah.
fucking fast.
Story number 3.
Yeah, let's get into
May have heard this.
We'll cut.
Fuck.
It's called the hanging decoration. In October of 2005, the body of a 42-year-old woman was discovered hanging from a tree in Frederica, Delaware. Neighbors believed the post-suicidal woman was a Halloween decoration and did not contact the authorities until the body had been hanging there for 3 hours. Body's hanging in the front fucking garden.
Have you
That's
seen?
fucked.
Have you seen that though in America? How much they go into Halloween?
mate,
so they have
insane.
full-on bodies hanging.
Yeah.
Really?
They'd have
Yeah.
about 80 of these fuckers in
Yeah.
the front garden just doing a little banjo off.
They get a town. But yeah, so there's a really good one actually. You know the it thing. So there's
Yeah.
the guy who's got like a little
Really
kid
cool.
in the garden, and he's got a balloon up, and he's got a drain. Like,
Oh,
at the
really?
front of his house.
wow.
So he's put the mask of the guy in there, and then from a
amazing.
distance, like you see the kid, and then the clown in there, and then
That's
the balloon.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking scary.
That is one of the fucking scariest and coolest
Yeah.
scenes, especially to open a movie.
Yeah.
Fucking that drain shit. Hello, Georgie. So yeah, the hanging decoration. That's fucking insane. Here's another one. Accidental death sentence. In October of 1990, 15-year-old North Carolina resident William Anthony Odem accidentally hung himself while staging a dramatic gallows scene at a Halloween party.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
Fucking hell. Story number 4. The Napa Valley murders. This took place in Napa Valley, would you believe it? California. On Halloween night, 2004, housemate Lauren M.
Oh, this was in Napa Valley, wasn't it?
Adrienne
The murders.
Insonia and Leslie Ann Mazzara handed out candy to trick-or-treaters and went to bed around 10:30. It says AM, but I would imagine that's PM. That is PM. You got that wrong there, son. Lauren awoke to the sound of breaking glass at 2 a.m., followed by screaming from Adrienne. She ran out of the house and hid in the backyard. Upon hearing Adrienne scream again, Lauren came back inside and tried to dial 911, but the phone didn't work. Upstairs, she found both her friends had been stabbed and were barely clinging to life. Realizing she could not help them, she left the house again and called 911 from her cell phone. Both women soon died. The killer turned out to be Eric Koppel, Adrienne's best friend's fiancé, who apparently committed the murders out of jealousy of the friendship between Adrienne and his wife-to-be. Jesus.
That's fucked.
You don't have to kill him, man. You know what I mean? That's fucking intense. What do we think about that?
Rank.
Anyone jealous of their partner's relationships to a point where you'd kill them
I don't
and
like
their
that.
friends?
Why?
What?
So I just been winding Ben up, like he's sitting there, and I just slowly went.
Staring
I
at
was
Ben,
looking,
staring out.
I just waited for his eyes to clock me, and he was like looking, and
Because I can't tell if you're looking at me.
It is the creepiest costume ever.
Lozzie's doing it now. It's horrible.
Oh, dear. Oh,
Sorry,
dear.
I shouldn't have laughed because it would have made it 10 times worse, but it was funny.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate.
That's the Napa Valley murders.
So Adrienne, what? She fucking...
So basically, Adrienne's fiance was really jealous of her relationship with her friends.
Right.
So
What,
he
was our
murdered-
friends
so-
boys or girls? Not that matters,
girls,
but...
girls, and he went in there and just
From
murdered
Napa
them.
Valley.
Typical Australian over
Couldn't
there.
hand-
Fucking hell.
Couldn't handle the BFFs. You know what I mean? But yeah, so that's a couple of spooky
What
stories. Oh, nice. There you go.
Okay.
Follow
In
that.
Australian, please.
Sometimes in life, you can be on top of the world. But it's just better down under, isn't it, mate?
That was good.
That was actually completely off the dome.
I was hoping you
People
were gonna
probably
say
think that...
Sometimes
yeah,
in
yeah.
life.
I'm actually well pleased with that one.
That is good.
That's good. Well done, mate. Fucking Foster's most creative beer in the world.
Oh, right. Let's bring
What
Dan
did they say?
into it.
What did they say with the Fosters? What's the
Foster's, good
call.
call.
I should have said
Yeah.
good call at the end of it. Sorry.
Good.
No, I was going to say, if we bring...
Butchering
Do you want to do it again?
Oh. Oh, look at that. Foster's slurp.
Good call.
Nice.
Absolute slurpage on that.
Nice. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about the clown phenomena. Do we remember that? When that was
Yep.
kicking off a few years back. Would you be tempted to do that
I
today?
remember it well.
Would
So
you
I
be tempted?
curated the mask.
That's it.
Today,
Because that's all you need to do. You just need to find a dark road
Yeah.
and stand there.
my thing, I don't know what anyone else thinks, but if I saw, I don't know actually, but if I saw a clown, my reaction is to like, rather than run from it, you like, if it's just someone dressed up in it, it's like fucking go and attack them. But then
probably run 'em over.
I guess.
I always had the thought of if I saw one, I would just fucking go for it. Do you know what I
Run
mean?
them over.
Just go and try and have a ruck with it, and you know,
Yeah.
get your phone out after.
Oh,
and if
yeah.
you're beating
Beat
him
the
up,
shit out of him.
call him a little bitch.
What if he's got a knife?
I would, yeah, fuck it, because he's not going to use it, is it?
Stab him up.
He's just walking around with a knife. He's not going to use it. Otherwise, he would have already used it. He's just trying to act hard. So I would go in, do the clown, but after seeing Dan, I'm not even going to lie. If I saw
Very menacing. There's
if
the
I
lip.
saw Dan,
There's the lip.
yeah, if I saw that with a knife, I would fucking run. I would.
Yeah.
That's the scariest clown mask I've ever seen.
That is grim.
It's horrible.
Yeah, it's the beard kind of goes.
Yeah, the fact that your own
I want to
face-
make a movie.
do it. We can make a horror short.
Oh, we
Why
could-
don't- why don't
We
make a
actually
horror
was
short?
Yeah.
we was speaking yesterday.
About making a
little off tangent, but
Yeah.
we was actually thinking about making an APMA movie.
Oh, I'll be up for that.
I reckon I could play a good clown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because
We can make a horror short.
when you move
definitely.
about, you have to, because you can't really see, you have to be a bit guilty. I think I'm in character with it.
gory. Get the fake blood in there.
I was watching the like you see these videos with the outtakes on it, and
Yeah.
like there's so many bits where the clown is in the background
Yeah.
and you can't see it, or it's like just a version of someone else.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
like when we do it, I can just be like floating around.
Subtly in that jumper in the background.
And then like every now and
the
then just
jumper,
give it-
the jumper's great as well. Really,
call it
Yeah.
instead of the Squid Games, we call it the Clown Games.
There you go.
And then
The Quid Games. Quid.
yeah, maybe I'm like
The crusty clown.
red light, green light, and I was like,
It's the tongue. There's so much tongue action.
yeah, a scary Squid Games.
There we go. So there we go. APMA, would you like to see an APMA horror short? Let us know down below, please. Right, who's got a story then? Who wants to share a story, a scary horror story? Who's got one? If not, I'll start.
Okay, yeah, so I've got one. So I'm going to show the video now.
Ugh.
what does it? Collar come off?
Yeah, so the collar come off and it like they're saying people like look like it was pinned back. So you've seen that. TikTok users are freaking out over the most convincing ghost video they've ever seen. Dog owners Shani Fant G, nice name, was rewatching security footage when she saw that she believed it was a ghost. She shared the clip on her account, user 3228721954538, and urged viewers to watch her and watch the black dog carefully. She wrote, "Sorry for the obnoxious barking at the beginning. Watch my black dog. Ghost takes her collar off in her crate." I don't know why the dogs are in a crate, to be fair, but perhaps that's the American thing. I don't know.
Have they said, like, was the collar Like fastened well.
Yeah, she says it takes the collar off. Obviously, it looks at the initial bit. It looks like it is fastened.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the picture there. So, and
The weirdest bit for me is that they go dead silent.
Yeah.
they get,
after
that's what I mean. The whole
barking.
thing. So they get dead silent. It kind of looks like it gets pinned back, and then the collar
Yeah.
just drops off. So apparently, everyone's going mad on TikTok, thinking it's like it's a ghost that did it. And like, I think you're right. I think it's the fact that they go mental and then they just both stop.
Yeah.
And the direction they're looking, one's looking at the camera
Yeah.
and one's looking at the other dog. So
I
I
won't
don't know.
lie, I was waiting for a massive jump scare
Yeah.
when I
same.
went silent.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was
yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
shit.
What's
here
freaky
we go.
though?
It is weird.
Oh, yeah, it's well fucking freaky.
But it's on TikTok. So, but apparently, but yeah, saved my bacon because it popped up this morning, and then I was like, cool, I don't have to actually research one. We can just use this.
Yeah.
The only thing that would make sense besides a ghost, which I believe in, is the collar was too tight. The dog turned its neck and made it snap off. Dog gets scared and jumps back. Okay, so so it was fastened around its neck.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it. It just looks like it come off.
Yeah.
Bit weird.
It's weird how
That
it
doesn't-
went all into the.
Into the corner.
Yeah.
Into the and the shape of it, like
Yeah.
it kind of.
Like distorted. It's
I don't
very
want to watch
weird.
it again.
Let's have another look.
Let's have another
It's
look.
creepy as
We'll have a
fuck.
little discussion of it.
It's when they just both go silent. It's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
creepy.
They could also just be really well trained dogs.
Because it looks like they're not moving there.
But there, that looks like look,
That's
his
still-
his tail's not going.
Yes, that's still.
I think that's freeze frames, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't-
That could be.
yeah.
The free, I
Yeah.
don't understand what the whole freeze
Yeah.
bit is.
Yeah, that does look a little bit freeze framed actually
Yeah.
on,
Yeah.
on another
That's
inspection.
weird.
But
Yeah,
it's, regardless, that is fucking weird.
Yeah. I don't understand the freeze frame bit.
Yeah.
Maybe if you played it without the freeze frame, it just doesn't look
Or the
as
dog could just be absolutely still,
completely
and it's
still.
not freeze framed.
Don't know. Yeah, let us know what you think. I mean,
Yeah.
like
There are a lot of fucking creepy things on
creepy
TikTok.
things.
TikTok is a good source for that sort of stuff. That is for sure. A couple of these short ones just to see us out. So where are we at? These are 11 of the. I ain't going to do all 11, but 11 of the best scary ghost stories that will scare your socks off, right? And actually, our friends of the podcast, Crescent Hotel, are on here, but I won't read that because we've already covered that. The crying lady in the the crying lady in the Dakota apartment block. So the Dakota is an apartment building in New York City and has been home to many rich and famous residents since it opened back in 1884. John Lennon and Yoko Ono moved into the building in 1973, and John was also assassinated outside the structure on December 8th, 1980. Before his death, John claimed he saw a crying lady ghost roaming the halls. Then after John died, Yoko, who still lives in the building, said she witnessed John's ghost sitting at his piano. Yoko says John told her, "Don't be afraid, I'm still with you." So the apartment block is apparently haunted by John Lennon and a crying lady. Very spooky.
John Lennon. Who's that?
We also have The Bell Witch from Tennessee. If you're a scary movie lover, you might actually know about The Bell Witch. The film An American Haunting and The Blair Witch Project are both based on the story. Way back in the early 1800s, a man named John Bell moved his family to an area in Tennessee called Red River, which is now known as Adams, Tennessee. After they had settled in the new home, some peculiar things started happening. The Bell family began hearing some bizarre noises, including dogs barking, chains rattling, rats chewing, and a woman whispering. Soon, that woman became known as the Bell Witch, and many people believe she's the ghost of a former neighbour of the Bells, Kate Batts. Batts and the Bells had a dispute over land, and she had sworn vengeance on the Bell family before she died. Later on, Bell died from poisoning, and it's rumoured to be the work of the Bell Witch. So basically the land there is cursed by the Bell Witch, which inspired the Blair Witch Project. That film, I wasn't like really old enough to appreciate like everything around it, because apparently like when that came out, people genuinely believed that they were like missing and it was found footage and stuff. Like what?
I watched it at the cinema.
What was it like at the time?
Yeah, because there's nothing had been done like that before.
They put the groundwork in, like made a missing persons website and all sorts.
No, you didn't know.
Yeah.
You were like unsure whether it was real, because there was loads of rumours going around. It's real footage.
Yeah.
And then at that time, I'm trying to think. I don't think I'm pretty sure the internet and that was very new. So it wasn't like there was no social media. There's no so because stuff gets debunked so fast now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was like you just didn't know. And then also people, I think they made these weird little things, and like people were like putting them out and doing it to other people. But yeah, it was huge.
Yeah.
It was such a groundbreaking film.
Maz.
But yeah, I remember watching it, and the rumours were going around that like it's actual footage, because that's how the story ends as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like you don't know. And then obviously the second one came out and it was like very much commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like that one, you were like, yeah, there's nothing in it that made you think it couldn't be possible.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure, is it at the start of the film? It's like there's like text come on the screen like we found this footage, edited together.
Yeah. So I remember watching it at cinema and I was like, man, this is fucking this is good.
I just remember watching it as a kid, and the bit where they're in the tent and then there's like you hear all the children and shit outside at night.
Yeah.
Fucking, that was horrible. That really was horrible, but amazing movie, even if it wasn't real. But I'd have loved to have seen it, thinking that it could have been real.
Yeah, I remember watching it. I remember not being sure.
Yeah,
and that's the only film I think at that time I'd ever done that.
Yeah,
because you can't, once it's been done as well, you kind of can't really do it again.
Nah,
it's like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre when they're like based on real events and all that sort of stuff.
And then you actually realise.
And now so that ruined every other film for me. Can't watch any film and it's like based on true events. It's like their name might be the thing that's in common, and that's it.
Yeah,
everything else is bullshit.
Can literally be one thing, minor fact.
It's
that was like The Exorcism. It was like about a little boy.
Yeah, whereas and The Exorcist is actually it's a girl.
Yeah,
ruined it for me.
There's so many. That's the trouble in it. There's so like, I imagine when they first started doing that, they kept quite tight to the truth, and then as just time's gone on, people are like, we can. Yeah, so just anything I see now based on a true story, I'm just like, well, based.
Yeah, doesn't get you going like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because in the end there was no fucking chainsaw, and it wasn't in Texas.
Yeah,
just like,
and there was barely a massacre.
Yeah,
barely.
Like I said, but there was
nice belts.
Yeah, there were nipple belts.
Yeah. So the nipple belt massacre just doesn't have the same ring to it, does it?
The nipple belt maker.
That's
quite scary. You look like that, actually.
Yeah, I've got some.
Making some belts out of nips.
I'll tell you what was weird, actually. When I was getting this mask ready, I was cutting the eyelids out to make it more of my eyes, and it did feel a bit weird.
Oh, really?
Just a bit fucking...
Well, you had it on?
You're a nutter.
No, just like cutting the mask out and cutting the eyelids out. I was like, this is a bit dark. It's just a bit dark. Yeah, I'm cutting eyelids off a mask, like in a room on my own. It's a bit weird, isn't it?
In that
it's
jumper.
fully taken down.
It's
weird. That mask has taken over your soul.
Maybe it's a jumper.
Maybe.
The Scottish.
Everyone's distracted by the mask, but actually
it's the
jumper. Jesus. Right. Well, I think we will call it there for the Halloween special.
It's the time once again.
Oh, no, we won't.
It's the question
of the week. What you got for us, Ben?
The pod. This is from Kaden.
Right.
As we're approaching Halloween, what are some of your best costumes you've ever dressed up in? And are there photos?
I think I know what Dan's will be.
All-time high.
Oh, I think in my head I'll get fancy dress parties and Halloween mixed up.
Yeah, I always do.
Yeah.
I've done Jesus.
Nice.
technically a zombie.
Nice.
A chicken, giant chicken. I did one, yeah. Teletubby.
I had a
Teletubbies are creepy as fuck.
They are really
Yeah,
fun.
I had a huge griller. Remember my griller?
I remember your griller, yeah,
And
yeah.
then I got second place in a competition at a nightclub for that.
Yeah, that was good.
Nice.
It was good,
decent.
but I was annoyed because first place was like $2,000, and I was like, I really wanted that money for travelling.
It's funny because you rented that for like a couple of days, and then
Yeah.
I went out on my moped in it.
Yeah,
It's class.
it was
Fuck's
epic.
sake.
It was full of piss by the end of it, though. But
Yeah.
you had to piss over his head when you needed the toilet.
Jesus Christ. I've just done like the Joker and that, nothing. I can't think of anything. I went to a fancy dress as George Michael once. I was
Oh,
about
yeah.
12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't really fully understand the what you were doing though, did you?
Well, it kind of foreshadowed my ability to grow a beard because I had like a beard drawn on, full beard. But yeah, George Michael, 12 years old. I'll go for that one. That was a fancy dress. I think it was like an 80s theme or some shit. I don't know. My mum was like, "You should go as George Michael." I was like, okay. There it was.
Wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
I actually had Wham on my shirt. I had it drawn on.
Oh,
What about you,
God.
Loz? What you got?
I can't really think of that much. But I'll have to go with last year's one where I had the fucking
Yeah,
The
that was
alien
good.
bursting out. That
Yeah.
was really good.
Yeah.
probably that one.
Nice. Nice. There we go, Caden. I think that answers your question there, although I think mine was a fancy dress, but there we go. Right. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We will see you very soon for more APMA action. Join the Discord, the VIP, all that good stuff. We'll see you later. Up the APMA.
Happy Halloween.